Hello students, welcome to NIRS Education channel, and today let us continue the lesson the best Christmas present in the world. In our previous session we came to know that the author he found a letter in the roll top desk, and he opened the letter and he started to read that letter. The letter was written by Jim McPherson, the military officer, captain he was, and he wrote that letter to his wife, Connie McPherson. In the letter, he mentioned a beautiful event which occurred during the war between England and Germany. On the Christmas day, both German and England soldiers they gathered together in the no man's land and they celebrate Christmas together, and there was a football match between them, and in the match Germany won. And both of them they have shown there, both the said armies, German army and England army soldiers, they showed their desire for peace. Actually, they did not want any war between them. That peace and goodwill was shown by them. With this, Jim he gave assurance to his wife that he would soon join her. The war would end soon, and he would soon join her. With this, the letter ended. Next, what had happened? Let us see now. I folded the letter again and slipped it carefully back into its envelope. I kept awake all night. By morning, I knew what I had to do. I drove into Bridport, just a few miles away. Yes, after reading the letter, he folded the letter and he kept it inside the envelope. And he kept awake all night. Whole night he was thinking about that letter only. And probably he was thinking to give that letter back to the person whose name for whom it is written. To that person he wanted to give that letter, and he was thinking about that the whole night. By morning I knew what I had to do. The next morning, already he decided what to do. I drove into Bridport, just a few miles away. In the morning itself, he drive, it's past tense for drove. He drove to Bridport. Where did he go? To Bridport. Already you know that in the beginning, the to address of that letter was written to Mrs. Jim McPherson, 12 Copper Beaches, Bridport, Dorset. So now he is going to Bridport in order to search that person, and he wants to give that letter to Mrs. Jim McPherson. That's why he went to Bridport, just a few miles away. Bridport was few miles away from his place. I asked a boy walking his dog where Copper Beaches was. House number 12 turned out to be nothing but a burned out shell. Yes, when he reached Bridport, he asked a boy who was walking with his dog about where was the Copper Beaches. That address he asked, and he went to that place, and house number 12 turned out to be nothing but a burned out shell. When he reached that house number 12, he found that it was already burned out. What do you mean by burned out? Destroyed by fire. That house was completely destroyed by fire. The roof Gaping means widely open. Upside there was nothing. It was completely open, wide open. The windows boarded up. The windows were boarded up. Boarded means covered with wooden boards. Windows were covered with wooden boards. I knocked at the house next door and asked if anyone knew the whereabouts of Mrs. Macpherson. So it was very clear that that house was already completely destroyed by the fire. That's why he knocked the door up, hit the door of next house, and he asked if anyone knew the whereabouts of Mrs. Macpherson. Probably he asked to the people who are living in the next house. Three, four persons he asked, and after that, oh yes, said the old man in his slippers. He knew her well, a lovely old lady. He told me, a bit muddle-headed, but at her age, she was entitled to be, wasn't she? Okay. Yeah. Oh yes, said the old man in his slippers. Then one old man was wearing slippers. He said he knew her well. He told, yeah, I knew Mrs. Jim Macpherson well. A lovely old lady. He is praising that lady. She was very lovely old lady. A bit muddle-headed, but she was a bit muddle-headed. What do you mean by muddle-headed? Muddle-headed means confused. She used to get confused. She used to think one person. For example, if she see any young man, she used to think he is as her husband. Like that, confused person. But at her age, she was entitled to be, wasn't she? But it is quite common in that age. She is already very old lady. That's why at that age, such kind of confusion is quite common. And people call such kind of people muddle-headed people. That is quite common. Entitled means give a title. People just give such kind of title to such people because they are very much confusing in their nature. That's why people call them muddle-headed persons. But at her age, she was entitled to be, wasn't she? 101 years old. What is the age of that lady now? Connie Macpherson's age. Now she is 101 years old. At this age, confusion is quite common. This is the opinion of that old man. She had been in the house when it caught fire. No one really knew how the fire had started, but it could well have been candles. She used candles rather than electricity because she always thought electricity was too expensive. When that house got fire at that time, Connie Macpherson was there inside the house only. No one knew how the house got fire, but many people thought that the house got fire because of candles. Because Connie Macpherson, she was not using electricity because she used to think electricity is too expensive. She has to pay much amount for that as a electricity bill. So she was not willing to use electricity. Instead of that, she always used to use candles. Because of those candles only, probably house got fire, like that people were talking. The fireman had got her out just in time. Fortunately, that day, fireman, he came, fire engine, it came, and that fireman, he took that lady out of the house. Like this, he saved the life of, that fireman saved the life of that old lady, Connie McPherson. She was in a nursing home now, he told me, Burlington House on the Dorchester Road on the other side of town. And that old man said at that time, this lady, Connie McPherson, she was there in the nursing home. Which nursing home? Burlington House nursing home on the Dorchester Road. It was there on the other side of the town. So that old man gave the present address of Connie McPherson to the author. The author, he was in search of Connie McPherson because he wanted to give the letter which was written by Jim McPherson to Connie McPherson. So let us stop here. We shall continue in the next session.